Good morning, students. So let's continue with the revision of chapter number 13, exponents and powers. So now see the first question on the board, 7 raised to power x into 7 raised to power 2. So in our last class we have done the laws of exponents. We have revised the laws of exponents. So now see here. Now we can see again we will apply here the law of exponent. We are having the same base, different powers and multiply sign in between. So what is the law? That if we are having same base, multiply sign in between different powers, then the powers get added. Powers get added. So this is the law. By using this law, what we will get? Same base, powers will be added. So it will be 7 raised to power x plus 2. 7 raised to power x plus 2. This is our own answer. Now come to the second question. 5 square whole power 3 divided by 5 cube. Now again we have done one more law. A raised to power m whole power n. What it is? It is power ki power, it gets multiplied. So it is a raised to power mn. M multiplied by n. So this question, what will happen to this question? In this, these powers will get multiplied. It will be 5 raised to power 3 2s are 6 divided by 5 cube. Now same base, division sign. Now when there is same base, different powers and multiply sign in between, then we add the powers. But if the bases are same and division sign in between, then what we do? We subtract the powers. So it will be 5 raised to power 6 minus 3. So the answer is 5 raised to power 3. And what is 5 raised to power 3? It is 125. 5 into 5 into 5 is 125. See the next question. 2 raised to power 5 into 5 raised to power 5. Again, now what we can see? We can see the bases are different but the power is same. So for that again we have one law. A raised to power m into b raised to power m is equal to ab raised to power m. It means if the bases are different and we have same power, then and multiply sign in between, then the bases get multiply with each other and the power remains the same. So it will become 2 multiply 5 raised to power 5, which will become 10 raised to power 5. 10 raised to power 5. Now come to the next question, question number 4. A raised to power 4 multiply b raised to power 4. Again bete, this question is similar to this question. Different base, same power, multiply and sign in between. So bases will get multiplied. A into b is ab raised to power 4 is the answer. Now see the next question. Simplify. 2 raised to power 0 plus 3 raised to power 0 plus 4 raised to power 0. Now we have done one law that anything raised to power 0 is 1. Anything raised to power 0 is always 1. So 2 raised to power 0 is 1 plus 3 raised to power 0 is again 1 and then plus 4 raised to power 0 is also 1. Then you have to see, we have written anything raised to power 0 as 1, then what we are left with? 1 plus 1 plus 1. It becomes 3. So our answer is 3. Our answer is 3. See the next question. Again 3 raised to power 0 is 1 plus 2 raised to power 0 is 1 multiply 5 raised to power 0 is again 1. So it is 1 plus 1 2 in the bracket 2 multiply by 1. So 2 into 1 is 2. Now again this is our answer. So after applying this law that anything raised to power 0 is 1, you have to see what mathematical operations you are having, right? Like we had here 1 plus 1, it became 2. 2 into 1 is 2. So you have to, after applying this law, you have to operate the operations, whatever is given in the question. Now see this question number 3. 2 raised to power 4, let us write as it is. Then 3 raised to power 0 is 1. 4 raised to power 0 is also 1. So in the denominator we will get 1 plus 1 whole cube. It will become 2 raised to power 4. 1 plus 1, 2. It is 2 cube. Right? So in the numerator we have 2 4 times. In the denominator we have 2 3 times. It will get cancelled and we will be left with only 1 time 2, which is our answer. Now students, see the next question. In this question, we have to find the value of x. This is 11. So what is our question? 5 by 3 raised to power 5 multiply. 5 by 3 raised to power 11 is equal to 5 by 3 raised to power 8x. Now, we have done one law that if the bases are same and multiply sign in between, then the powers will be added. So again we can see here the same base, 5 by 3, 5 by 3, different powers, multiply sign. So using that law, a raised to power m into a raised to power n, it is equal to a raised to power m plus n. What we will get? 5 by 3 raised to power 5 plus 11 is equal to 5 by 3 raised to power 8x. So it becomes 5 by 3, 11 plus 5, 16. Right? We get this? Now beta. Now we can see we are having same base on both the sides. If we are having same base on both the sides and there is equal to sign in between, then the powers are equal. So we will write comparing both sides. Now on both the sides the base are equal, so the powers will also be equal. 16 is equal to 8x. 8 will come on the left hand side and we will divide it by 16. 16 divided by 8, it is 2. So what is the value of x? The value of x is 2. Now students, see the next question. If p over q is equal to 3 by 2 square divided by 9 by 4 raised to power 0, find p by q whole cube. Now, in order to solve this question, first of all, we need to know the value of p over q. It is given to us 3 by 2 square divided by 9 by 4 raised to power 0. So now let us solve this right hand side. 3 by 2 square means 3 is getting multiplied 2 times. 2 is also getting multiplied in the denominator 2 times, divided by. We have done in our last question, anything raised to power 0 is always, yes, it is always 1. So it is 9 by 4 divided by 1, which is 9 by 4 only. So what is the value of P over Q? It is 9 by 4. Now we have to find P over Q whole cube. Now what is our P over Q after solving? 9 by 4. So in place of P over Q, I have written 9 by 4. Its cube. Its cube means this 9 is getting multiplied 3 times. This 4 is getting multiplied in the denominator 3 times. So multiply it and you will get the answer 729 by 64. 729 by 64. So in this question we had to find P by Q whole cube. For that, whatever P by Q was given to us, we have solved that, right? After solution we got the value of P by Q, right? Then that value we put in this P by Q whole cube, and after solving we get 729 by 64. Now students, let us discuss the standard form of a number. Standard form of a number. Now we have done this earlier also. What do you mean by standard form of a number? Standard form of a number means writing the decimal after the first non-zero number. Means standard form of a number means decimal after the first non-zero number. Now we can see here our decimal is after the 4 numbers. So what we have to do? We have to shift this decimal after 5. So what is the standard form? So we will write standard form is 5.9853 multiplied by 10. Multiply by 10 to the power 3. Why to the power 3? Because we have shifted this decimal. How many digits? 1, 2, 3 to the left hand side. So the standard form is 5 after 5 decimal, then the numbers 5.9853 multiply by 10 to the power 3, because we have shifted the decimal 3 digits. So if you solve it, suppose let us solve it. This is just for checking I am telling you. After the decimal 4 digits into 10 to power 3. So now 10 to power 3 means 1000. If you will solve this, what you will get? Again we will get the same number which was in the question. After solving this, we get the same number which was in the question. So we are not changing our number. We are not changing our question. We are just changing its form so as to represent the number in standard form. So when we are shifting the decimal to the left, then we have to multiply the number with as many zeros as we are shifting the decimal, right? हमें उतने ही जीरोस के साथ मल्टीप्लाई करना पड़ेगा नंबर जितने डिजिट्स हम उसको शिफ्ट कर रहे हैं टुवर्ड्स द लेफ्ट साइड. एंड इफ वी आर शिफ्टिंग टुवर्ड्स द लेफ्ट साइड देन द पावर इज ऑलवेज पॉजिटिव. सो दिस इज द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन. नाउ कम टू द सेकंड क्वेश्चन. नाउ इन दिस सेकंड क्वेश्चन we cannot see the decimal. As in the first question, here was the decimal. Now in this question we cannot see the decimal. So if we cannot see the decimal, it means where is the decimal? The decimal is at the last. For example, if you write 7, can we write 7 as 7.0? If we have to write 843, then can we write 843 as 843.0? Yes, we can write. So 65950, it means it can be written as 0.000. जितने मर्जी zeros लगाते जाओ चाहे ना लगाओ, ठीक है ना? It means the decimal is at the last. Now we have to represent this number in standard form. So standard form is 6.5 950 multiply 10 to the power. Now we are shifting the decimal. How many digits? 4 digits. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the answer is 6.5950 multiplied 10 to the power 4. This is the standard form. Now see this question number 3. Again no decimal. It means the decimal is at the last. So for standard form, we have to shift the decimal after this 7. Now standard form is 7.004000000 into 10 to power. How many digits we are shifting it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 10 to the power 10. Now one thing more. After the decimal, we are having this non-zero number. So if after the decimal there are zeros and then a non-zero number, then you have to write the zeros between the two non-zero numbers, and you can skip writing the number of zeros which are at the last. ठीक है, अगर आप ये सारे zeros नहीं भी लिखते, then also it will be correct. Like you can write your answer in this form: 7.004 into 10 to the power 10 into 10 to the power 10. Right? These two zeros we have to write because these are between two non-zero numbers, and these other zeros we can skip writing also, because after the decimal, if the zeros are at the last, it does not have any value. So you can write your answer either in this form or in this form. So this is all about the standard form of a number. So beta, we have discussed the questions of chapter number 13, exponents and powers, and now we will continue with the revision of this chapter in our next class. So by that time you thoroughly revise the chapters and take care of yourself. Thank you.